What's good? What's good?
Yo,
What's good? What's good? We here, episode 5, Flowin and Flowin podcast. We are five episodes deep into this shit. You know, we're
five.
happy. We're happy with how things are going. We're in a rhythm. We're in a routine. Um, and we're feeling confident with the way things are going. More importantly, of course, we want to start off every episode with a thank you for the viewers, for the viewership, for the likes, the comments
It's
on
all
TikTok,
love.
Snap, YouTube, IG. Thank you all for engaging with us. And we're going to continue to grow and grow together. So all we ask is that you continue to subscribe, like, watch, comment, everything like that across all platforms. And we're going to keep, like I said, we're going to
Appreciate
keep
y'all.
going together. Just
Appreciate y'all.
how we feeling today?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good, man. To echo off of what you just said, man, thank you to the fans. In 10 years, when you look back, you were here. You saw our beginning. In 10 years from now, when we're hosting events and we're all over the country and we got our own studio and everybody know our name, y'all were here first. So much love. I really appreciate it. Me and Austin, like, we ain't like, you know, deep diving on who follows specifically, but we keep an eye out for it. And we know who's been here since the beginning. So really appreciate y'all. And keep keep showing up. Keep showing up. Appreciate y'all.
For sure. For sure, man. Let's get
But
into it,
but
man. Let's get,
besides that, I'm feeling great. I'm feeling
yeah,
fantastic. So last week, you already know, went to the Celtics game. This weekend, I'm gonna hit up the Duke game. So I'm seeing my favorite teams. I'm feeling great though. Blessed. Every day is a journey for me. This is a big year for me, so I'm feeling great. Starting my year off great. How are you feeling though, Austin? How are you feeling?
you know, first off, always grateful, always present, uh, always a prisoner of the moment.
Mhm.
So let's always acknowledge that. We have apparently over a foot of snow coming.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh shit. You better get out of there.
Look, niggas are from North Carolina, Jacksonville at that.
Now I know.
The beach, you
Yep.
know, we don't do snow.
Mm-mm.
I don't know
And it
how I feel about this. Uh,
and if it
because they're
does
saying,
snow,
Josiah, they're saying we're supposed to be like, it's supposed to be like so bad, like we ain't gonna be able to go nowhere.
oh yeah,
Like
you
ice
in
on the
DC.
roads. Well, Maryland. I don't say DC anymore. Let me clarify this. I used to
Okay.
say DC because most of the people I talked to didn't understand exactly where I was in Maryland. So the best way to relate to give them a general understanding of where I am or
Yeah.
where I'm near, I would just say DC.
Yeah.
Truthfully, I'm about 25 to 30 minutes from DC, not
Okay.
exactly DC. So I say Maryland, but I don't say where from because really it
Yeah.
doesn't fucking matter.
Right.
But yeah, in Maryland, DC area, DMV, it's supposed to get really bad. And
Yeah. Fucked.
they're saying like 3 to 4 days, the roads won't be drivable. It'll be bad. Like, yeah, no, they're saying like it's supposed to be like over a foot of snow. I even heard like, how the weather reports these days, nobody know what the fuck going on for real. Somebody said like 25 inches. The next person said like 13 inches. The next person said 16. So who knows, man? All I know is I get cabin fever.
Yeah.
So I don't know how I feel about that, but I'll be all right. I'll be all right. So we'll
You're
figure it
right.
out. Other than that, man, I'm good. I'm really good. Like I have no complaints right now. I really don't. So
That's good, brother. I love hearing that, bro. Love hearing that.
yeah, man. Yeah. So you ready? Let's get into it. So
Let's do it,
we're
man.
going ahead. We're gonna go
What you
ahead and
got for
break
me?
the ice.
What
We're
you
gonna
got for
break the
me?
ice. So this one has nothing to do with basketball. Has
Oh,
nothing to do with pop culture.
okay. Okay.
Okay. I seen this on TikTok and I was like, you know what? Let's this would be interesting to come from this angle on the pod, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Do you believe
Oh shit.
Men and women can be friends. Okay.
Look, man. Woo!
You
All
go
right, man.
first.
All right, man. This is a touchy subject for me, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Um, but what we here for is unfiltered, our own truth, and it's unfiltered. It's say how we really feel. Naturally, my body says absolutely fucking not. Naturally, absolutely not. I personally haven't had the best uh examples of being with a girl who's had a lot of guy friends, maybe one or two. So like I've seen girls with one or two guy friends and they've been cool.
Mhm.
Um it's just tough for me, man, because as a guy, right? I know what other guys want. And if the roles were reversed, there's a lot of girls who don't like that shit at all.
Mhm.
So that's one thing. But it really depends on why y'all were friends and the guy that you're friends with. Is this is this a stand-up guy? Are you friends with somebody who is a fuckboy? Are you friends with somebody who ain't shit? Then I can't. You know what I'm saying? If you're telling me all the stuff he does to his girl and his relationship and it ain't shit type shit and you friends with him, that's a red flag for me. Um, if especially if we're in a relationship and you take what he says as gospel, like you really like check in with him and get advice from him and leaning on him when shit goes through, like it's just really touchy. And I told this to a past relationship before. Maybe I'm just not mature enough, and that is on me. But it's tough. It's really tough. It's very situational for me. I need to know the guy you're friends with. Why did y'all start being friends? Where did the friendship start? Was it because he tried to fuck and you told him no and you just became friends? Because if that's the case, he's gonna forever want to fuck you. He's just getting close and waiting for the opportunity. Is it because you kind of like him low key and he didn't like you? That's the reason why you should not be friends with a guy. If if he a dog, if he like, is a complete dog or whatever, and I'm not perfect, you know what I'm saying? But like and like you are still friends with him, that says a little bit about you a little bit that you would attach yourself to that and then get in a relationship and still be attached to that. But I'm trying to be open-minded and I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? Because I do know this, we all had dreams of settling down one day. And um if I am lucky to be able to spend the rest of my life with someone, um, I would hope that them having a guy friend wouldn't be enough for me to call it off. So that's where my head's at. I'm on the fence about it. It just depends. It just depends. Your
Well,
turn.
okay. Okay. I feel like you know my answer.
Fuck no,
The
baby.
the answer is absolutely fucking not.
Fuck no. Hell no.
Absolutely fucking not. And here's why. Okay. Josiah, we're men.
Mhm.
So
We are.
we can speak from experience.
Mhm.
Men are very agenda driven beings,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
If a female is bad, like to the nines bad, and mind
Mhm.
you, Austin,
Mhm.
maybe y'all know me, maybe y'all don't. Austin don't fuck with no ducks.
Uh,
So
and
I
look,
look,
and you shouldn't take offense to that, anybody who's listening, because especially if we've been together, because you know what I'm saying,
look,
I personally don't like girls I'm not attracted to. That's just not mine. You know
I'm
what I'm saying?
I'm not going on dates with or kicking it with anybody I don't find attractive. Let's just
Simple
get
as
that
that.
out the window.
Simple as that.
Unless it's a very rare occasion. Um,
Or if I'm just trying to have some fun, but that's another
actually, like
conversation.
I did over recent years. Like we're kind of acquaintances. We're good friends at times. We don't talk every day. We're not texting every day, but it's always good vibes. But I would never date her because she has two children.
Hmm.
I'm not a stepdad, so I never actually saw her in that way.
Yeah.
We had mutual friends, and we were cool at times. So like, in a group setting or whatever the case, it would be cool. But I would call her a friend, but I never looked at her like that. Um, so that's honest. So that's the odd percentage out that I would be a friend with a female
Hmm.
practically. Like she's a mother. I don't find attraction to mothers because I'm not a stepdad. That's not my
Mm,
first pick. I'm just being
mm,
honest. But anyway, if she's bad, Josiah,
mm.
and I find attraction to her, and 9 out of 10 guys would find physical attraction to her, there's one agenda in mind. You think he just wants to text you how your day is? Like, you think he just wants to go grab a coffee just to, spend time, chop it up?
He
No.
does not.
All niggas are doing is just circling until that door crack open and they
So
gonna
they can
step the
bust
fuck in.
through. They gonna
They
bust the
can
fuck
bust,
through.
nigga. And you know what's crazy about that, Josiah?
What's that?
Everybody understands what I just said except women. Women are the only people that are naive to it. You don't have to worry about him. Nah, it's not like that. It is. It is. I'm a
It
nigga. I
is.
know it's like that. It's like
It's
that.
like
You
that.
don't believe it because you're a female. You believe what you hear. You fall for what you hear naturally. Look, man, look, I see the forest through the trees. This is what's going on. He
I'm
didn't
telling
like
you.
he's his mask is friend to you. His
Right. I'm not.
agenda is
Right. I'm not
his
saying.
agenda is to
Right. I'm not saying he not gonna be friendly, and he may not be there when you call, and he gonna text you, he gonna laugh with you and stuff. But know that if you ever say pull up, he'd be there in 5 minutes and fucking you in two. I
actually
just want to let you know that.
actually
I just want to let you know that.
actually that is the challenge that I want to issue. And you really just took the words out of my mouth because I was literally about to say that same exact thing. All the women out there that are going to watch this, and maybe we'll clip this and put it on the IG, right?
Uh-huh.
And the TikTok. I want you to try this. For all the guy friends you think you have that are really just, oh, that's my homeboy, invite him over to Netflix and chill. I bet you he don't even, I bet the nigga don't even respond. The next time you hear from him, it's going to be,
Yep.
hey, yo, you say come over, right?
What's up?
Here I am. Here I am. No text back. Damn, you got
But
here
bruh,
fast. Bro. And to my
it's
guys out there, I want you to
mhm,
listen to a tip. It is always the dude she tells you not to worry about. Every time.
always.
Every time. Absolutely.
Oh,
Absolutely.
wait.
Absolutely.
Well, see,
Absolutely.
here's the crazy part about it, right? If I let me see how I want to say this, right? If I didn't already have mistrust for women, maybe I could do it. But you know what I'm saying? I my mistrust for women started early. Let's just say that. And I just can't trust the fact that I shouldn't be worried about him. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Nah. For sure.
I just
Josiah.
can't because it's not even fully you as the woman I'm with. it's this, bro. I can't trust niggas, and niggas
Josiah,
are so relentless.
it's
So,
2026.
so naturally,
Josiah,
I'm thinking in my head, oh shit, y'all would fuck if y'all had the chance. If y'all probably fucked before we even met, and telling me y'all didn't. I don't know, but
yeah,
it's just hard to trust. It's hard to trust. I
yeah,
am a nigga. I understand. I understand what's going on here. Now,
yeah, not for sure. That's how I understand what the fuck he's like playing this role for as your friend.
right. Right. Now I've had girls that were my friend before, but they were my friend because I genuinely did not want to fuck them. And that's where I can
Mm.
be like, okay, there might be some
Yeah,
situations where it's okay. But like you said when you started, if she's bad,
like
you
come
might
on,
as
bro.
well you might as well cut it off.
Come on, bro.
If she's
I'm a,
bad,
like,
you might as
bro,
well cut it off.
like,
You might as well
and
cut it
I'm
off.
gonna keep it a stack with you. Like I said at the beginning, like a good example of a time where like I was like a friend to a female, but she had two kids. Like, dude,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not sexually attracted to you. I'm not, to be completely honest. And this is no, she's a friend. Like, she's a great person. That's why I
Mhm.
hung out with her from time to time. I wasn't really physically attracted to her either. I
Right.
never once tried to slide up. I never once made her think that I wanted her. Not, like, not once. It was like a truly,
Mm.
honestly acquainted friendship, but there was always space there too. Like I always understood like how this could be depicted or how she may take it or whatever the case may be. And
Yeah.
I never wanted there to be any confusion because I've also been in situations with women where I gotta tell you the truth. And you're probably not
Mhm.
gonna like the truth. But also I played a role in probably making you think something that it wasn't, you know?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
and then I gotta be honest with you and a lot of people can't handle the truth.
That's
But
true.
if it's a completely acquainted relationship or friendship, I feel like that's different. But like bad female, oh, that's just John. That's my homeboy John texting every day. What are you look, bro? Isn't that the role of a boyfriend?
Right. Or like
Aren't you the
something
guy best friend?
if something happens
Isn't
and they're like, I gotta tell Jonathan. Like I gotta tell
yeah,
him. The
bullshit?
fuck you gotta tell him for?
Ain't that like, bro? Is that not the role of the boyfriend to be the guy best friend?
I'm standing right here.
Like,
I'm gonna say this, bro. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna leave it at this because I don't want to get too much into what I go through. I had one
yeah, no,
time,
yeah, no, for
yeah,
sure.
yeah, in a past relationship, um, literally had my significant other tell me she told her friend something that happened to her before she told me, and we had already been dating. When
Hmm.
I heard that shit, like mentally, it took me to a place of like, oh, okay. Now, like, you know what I'm saying? Like that,
Yeah.
and I don't know if women like don't see this, but like it's like that changes things for a man, you know? That changes things mentally just a little bit because it's like,
Mm.
okay, I'm your nigga, but like any given day, you would choose to go talk to your best friend way before you even come to me. And that's a problem.
Get the
That's the
fuck out of
problem.
here.
So
Fuck out of
I've
here.
had that happen before and mentally it put me in a different space. But like I said,
Especially if
bro, I
especially if it's a fucking guy who think it's just your guy best friend. Fuck out of here. No. And come on, bro. Come
so
on, bro.
like I
Josiah, it's
said, bro.
2026.
Like I
Come
said,
on,
bro, look,
bro.
like I said, bro, I hope I get the opportunity and I've dated and I've been in relationships before, but I hope I get the opportunity to marry someone and like it work and we spend the rest of our life together. And I know that like me as a person, I won't end. the person I'm supposed to spend my life together with over one friendship. But if it gets to multiple,
Yeah.
I will bring it up before we ever put that ring on. It
Yeah,
will
for
be a
sure.
topic of conversation. It will
For
be
sure.
something we have to talk about it because it's affecting my mood. I might get
Yeah,
pissed
no,
off.
for sure. I can even I've been in that, like you said, like we date, like not you and I, but
Yeah.
I date.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've dated and been in relationships and stuff. Like I would tell them, like I'm not your dad. I'm not your parole officer. I'm not going to tell you what to do. But this bothers me. And then
Yeah.
I'll see how they decide to move after that. And that's a case where like I kind of watch you do. I let you show me what you'd rather do. So I know what you'd rather do. Obviously my feelings at that point doesn't affect you that much to care that you're
Yeah.
pissing me
Yeah.
off. So then
Yeah.
that's a pill that I have to swallow and be like, you know what? Well, maybe no, maybe we should like leave
I
this where it
mean,
is. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
yeah.
But like
I
I
mean,
had a situation, and this actually wasn't too recent. This was probably about three years ago, where I and a female were kind of cordially talking. I wouldn't call her my girlfriend because that hadn't happened yet.
mhm.
And we didn't even go on our first date yet, but there was conversations and it was gradually working into that. Um, I seen, I would always see her with her and this dude were up each other's ass crack. And you know, me, like, I don't jump the gun. Like, I don't jump the gun because jumping the gun has got me in some bad situations and
Mhm.
before. But I don't have serious conversations over text message because I can't read emotion through text message. I go up to your face and I ask you,
Mm,
and that I did.
mm.
I went up to her. I was like, "Hey, yo, so I ain't gonna hold you. Like, you and dude, like, I see y'all
Yeah.
around a lot. Like, I'm like, is that a thing? Like, or what's going on there?" She looked
What's
me
going
dead
on?
in my face. She looked me dead in my face, and she said, "Oh, that's just a homie." Right. Guess who she's dating a few weeks later?
The homie,
The homie.
the friend, my brother. I would never.
I would have never guessed. Come on, my nigga.
Bro, it's just,
Come
bro,
on.
there's just,
Like, and you know,
there's
like
just too
I
much.
didn't take too much offense to it. You know, charge it to the game. You know,
Right,
and I
right.
like her and I didn't we weren't in a serious relationship. We weren't we
And
didn't
that's
even go on
fine.
our first date yet. Like, I mean, cool. But damn, nigga, tell me, like, when I ask you, like, all I could
That's
ever
what I'm
ask for at
saying.
this point in my life, bro, is just people be fucking real with me, dog. Just be real with me. That's it. That's it. I could take anything you're saying. Just keep it a stack
Mhm,
with. You know what I mean?
mhm,
So
mhm.
that's what kind of
I mean
made me
that.
mad about it.
I
You
mean,
know, it is what it is.
what you
Charge it to the
what
game.
you're asking for, what you're asking for is not unfair. There's just too much evidence here of where girls say this guy's the homie and y'all are fucking. So, or y'all were
Yeah.
fucking and y'all became friends. So, either way,
Yeah.
it's not good.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So that was an
That was a
icebreaker,
good one.
a little
That
good
was a good
icebreaker,
one.
man.
I
Good
like that
icebreaker.
one.
You know,
I like that one.
you could tell a good icebreaker when it's flirting with the 20-minute mark. You know, I got
Absolutely.
23 on my clock. So I mean, hey,
2350.
it is it is what it is, man. Good talks, good talks. But now let's get into the show. Let's get into the show. So first things first, um we got some injuries that came about through the league recently in the NBA. You got Jimmy Butler tore his
Mm,
ACL. Um, you got Jalen Williams from the Thunder. He re-hurt his hamstring or whatever the case may be. He's out indefinitely. Um, going into the All-Star break, we're just going to look at how the league is shaped. We're going to look at the injuries that we just discussed that I just brought up, and we're going to start with Rich Paul.
ooh.
Rich fucking Paul. What
Can I
in
go
the
first on Rich?
actual fuck? Yeah, no. I'm gonna ask it first. But
Okay, okay. Go
what
ahead. Do your
what are
thing. Do
we
your thing, gang.
actually doing? What are we
Uh,
actually doing, Josiah? So for those
I
who
don't
don't know,
fucking know.
Rich Paul, world-renowned sports agent. He has LeBron James. He has Ben Simmons. Had Ben Simmons. Don't know the makeshift of that anymore. You know, he's got some of the biggest guys in the
Mhm,
NBA that he represents, and
mhm,
he has a podcast.
mhm,
Now, mind you, you would ask what's wrong with an agent having a podcast. Um, it's not the fact that he has a podcast; it's how he talked on his podcast about his
mhm,
client that he represents,
mhm.
saying that his client, who is a teammate of LeBron James, should be traded by the team he plays for, the Los Angeles Lakers. How do you feel about that? What's on your mind?
Okay.
Let it out.
All right.
Like, because I
We
have an
just getting
opinion on it,
started.
but you have the floor, man.
We just getting started. Floating and flowing. Our fans. I just want to let you know we just getting started. If I could put the clip right next to me so you could see the shit we talking about, I would. But don't worry about it. We're gonna handle that. This dude went on the podcast and said AR should be traded. Your clients are on the team you're talking about. What are you doing? Here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. I have a problem with Rich Paul, right? Because Rich Paul, you're an agent to probably one of the most popular basketball players in the world, LeBron James.
Hmm.
You guys have been connected since he's been in the league.
Yep.
Okay. So anything that you say, it's already thought of that you and LeBron had this conversation before. You and LeBron
Yep.
have talked about this. Ain't no way in hell Rich Paul goes on that podcast and says that unless he doesn't feel confident in himself and LeBron low-key agrees with him. He would never say that, but he feels confident in that conversation to be able to bring it up on his podcast with Max Kellerman. What the fuck are you doing, dude? If I'm a player, I'm not signing with you. I'm not signing with you because ultimately, bro, yeah, you might get a good deal for me, but you may make things worse for me. You may go on your podcast and talk about my teammate, and now the organization is looking at me saying, "Do you feel this way too? Well, how do you feel?" And now I'm getting questions. Imagine, imagine all the questions LeBron had to answer, and he literally
Yeah,
had to
bro.
go and say, "Rich Paul's his own man. He does his own thing." LeBron shouldn't have to do that. LeBron didn't go on the
Yeah.
podcast and say that. But because now this man who's been so attached to LeBron his entire life, anything he says is like, yo, does LeBron feel this way too? Like,
Yeah,
I
bro.
mean, like, I just don't get it. Like, and I don't want to be a hypocrite because we are on a podcast, but I don't have anybody, like I'm representing at the same time. You know what I'm saying? He's a representation of LeBron James. When trade talks,
Yeah.
when deals, endorsements, if you want to talk business to a basketball player, you got to hit their agent up first. You don't just hit them up, you hit their agent up. That is your representation. Your representation is on YouTube talking shit about other players on your team. Not shit. Let me tell you that it's not shit, but like you're saying things like we should trade AR. And AR ain't just a regular player on your team. He's your third option. Like you're talking about a big piece in their
LeBron
team.
James is the third option.
Like anyway, he's their second or third option. And that's for the Laker fans to get on you about. I don't give a damn. But but either he's your second or third option, and you're not talking about a bench player who's causing drama or anything. You're going on your podcast that you just started with Max Kellerman and said AR should be traded. Come on, Rich Paul. Like, if you're gonna do this podcast, bro, that's fine. Give your critiques on the game. What do you think needs to be improved on a game? What would your who are your favorite players to watch? All that other stuff. If you want to talk about players, how about talk about somebody that's not on your one of your clients or on your clients' team? Like, let's do that. I don't know. I just feel like it's not necessarily the podcast. If you're gonna do the podcast, be smart about what you say, bro. Like, like you can't just come up here and just say everything, especially when you representing somebody in such a huge, and not just anybody, LeBron James. So I don't know where his thought pattern is, and that's my frustration because I mean the dude didn't even let 2 episodes go through before he started talking crazy. I mean, he didn't even warm us up. He was
First
like, "Get AR
episode,
out of
AR
here."
should get traded.
First episode,
First
AR
episode,
should get traded. That's what I think.
fuck out of here.
That's what I fucking think. Yep. I'm like, oh my. And Max Kellerman's like, oh, really? Like Max Kellerman, we saw his face. He's like, oh, please continue talking. Like, say whatever. We gonna go viral because you wilding right now. But yeah, that's how I feel, bro. Rich Paul, just be better, bro. Just be more cognizant of what you have to say and how it affects the people you're representing.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh, also, I didn't know if you know, but Rich Paul and Adele date. Did you know that? Rich Paul dates
Yeah, I've been.
Adele.
I feel like everybody
That's
knew.
crazy. Hey,
Yeah, nah, yeah, that's been known.
much respect, my brother.
Uh, yeah, bruh.
But go ahead.
My, and I don't want to call him stupid. He's a grown ass man who is a multimillionaire. He's a great businessman. He's a world renowned agent. But in this instance, how fucking stupid can you be?
Mm,
Like,
mm,
you're talking about a client, a client. This
mm.
isn't somebody that's represented by somebody else. Mind you, if the
Nope.
motherfucker gets traded, they're calling you.
I
When AR's
don't
in
know, bro.
trade talks, when AR's in trade talks, he's calling you to talk about the
Yep.
rumors.
Yep.
And to add the cherry on top, your
Mm-hmm.
biggest name client is a teammate of his. And whenever Rich Paul speaks, a lot of times, like you said, the first question in people's mind, especially in this instance, him being a teammate of AR, oh, is this how LeBron feels too? Dude, like, what? What are we doing? What
What are
are
we
we
doing?
actually doing? What are we actually doing, bro? I don't understand, like, what the goal was there, or if he felt that was right at the moment. Like,
I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't
I
know.
don't have
There's
much
no
on it,
explanation in
but
my
what
head.
the my like? First of all, and I was watching Austin Rivers talk about it for a little bit. I love watching Austin Rivers podcast. He has such great insight. Um, and
Mm-hmm.
personally, I was a big Austin Rivers fan while he was in the league and while he was at Duke. Um,
Yeah.
was big on Austin Rivers. Um, he he said like agents like you're not a player. Like why does an agent have a podcast? And he's right. Like an agent who has multiple clients throughout the league, you have multiple clients in trade talks. Okay, even if you're an agent and you want a podcast, okay, 2026, everybody wants a podcast. Okay, have a
Right.
podcast.
Right.
But you choose to go up there and talk about you thinking a client of yours should get traded like you don't have a role in that.
Like, bro.
Are we
And then
stupid?
like, and then let's say AR does get traded. The NBA can go back and be like, we have to investigate this because that could be
Yeah.
tamper. That could be seen as tamper. So it's just like you're fucking the bag up all the way. Like, and then if I'm another organization and I'm thinking about picking up the client that you just talked about, I now know that you might air out some laundry on your podcast with Mike Kellerman and say how you really feel about your client on this team. But just 10 minutes ago, you were like, we're so happy to be here. This is where we want to be. We don't know what you're gonna do on that podcast.
If I'm AR, I
No
fire
agent.
him.
Yeah, honestly, bro,
If
because
I'm
I
AR, I
I don't
fire him.
want that. I don't want that type of attention attached to me, bro. If there's any trade talks, it needs to come from the organization and me, not from my agent on a podcast. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's all I'm
No,
saying.
it could go
I don't
through.
want my
It can
agent doing
go
that.
through your agent. No, it can go through an agent, bro. That's the job of an agent. They make
Yeah,
your
true.
life, they make your life easy as a player because they handle all the back end shit. They handle the
Hmm.
negotiations with the deals. They handle the endorsements. They handle the trade talks. They handle all the buzz that otherwise, as a player, you would have to do that. And then you do media and then you have to perform. An agent, like,
Yeah.
yeah, there's a hasty cost for some of these guys uh, to have these agents, but they they make your life a whole lot easier or should. Um, so I definitely wouldn't want my agent with a camera in his face saying I should get traded by the team that I'm on. It's a bad look. I don't understand it. There's not an angle that I could look at it to where it makes sense to me. I would definitely fire him and find another agent. That's
Mm-hmm.
bad business, and I feel like Rich Paul knows better. Like, there's got to be some under the
That's
table
what I'm
agenda
saying. He
there.
does.
Like this gotta. I don't know, bro. You gotta know better, bro. He's been at this shit too long.
You have to.
At like,
You
like
have
there's no
to,
way he
bro.
don't
Like,
know
there's
better.
no excuse here. There's
Yeah,
no
bro.
excuse
So
here. So I mean, I disagree with it 100%. Hey, man, look, Rich Paul, you see this podcast, bro? I'm telling you right now, bro. Relax. If you're gonna do your podcast, relax. Talk about players that aren't under your tree. Can we do that?
yeah,
Can we do that? Like he talked about Ben Simmons too, and he knows about Ben Simmons, and that's fine. But like, I don't know, man. Like, let's let's not do this, man. You are an agent still. You didn't retire being an agent. You have players under your belt as we speak. Relax.
yeah,
Let's let's
yeah, man.
let's learn how to hold some stuff back.
Yeah, for sure. Let's have a filter. Let's have a filter.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
that's it on the Rich Paul thing. I want to kind of switch gears into really the the All Star game, right? And
Hmm.
we're gonna we're gonna talk about this briefly and then touch on it at the end because one of our viewer question has to deal with the All Star game, but in a different aspect. But
Hmm.
this year you have Team World versus Team
Hmm.
USA, right? So
Hmm.
you look at the starters for both. Off the naked eye, Josiah, you say Team World wins, right? But
Hmm.
then I ask myself, who the fuck is the bench? Who the fuck is going to be your bench? Are they going to go create?
Uh,
Are they are they going to go the lengths to go make sure some European guys that really shouldn't be all-stars are all-stars so they can fit under on this team? Or because
right.
okay, yeah, you got Jokic, you got Giannis, you got Wemby, you got Luca, you got Shea Gilgeous, right? And then you could talk
Hmm.
about
Hmm.
Sabonis, and maybe Laurie Markkinen, um, Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray was Jamal like who like what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Because I don't know it like I don't want to speak on something that I don't fully know because I didn't fully look up the All-Star
Yeah.
format, but if they're doing Team World versus Team USA, I would like to think that that means the bench and the reserves are also going to be world reserves. So now I'm thinking
They
like
should be.
that means they're going to reach in the vault to pull reserves to be all stars that probably aren't worthy of being all stars. The Some of the
Mm-hmm.
reserves I think of for world team could be the dude from the Blazers, Denny Avija, or whatever his name is.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah, I know you're
you
talking about.
got
Or like
you got him. You
Bogdan
got Sabonis.
Bogdanovich. Yeah,
It,
yeah.
Bogdanovich. You got Sabonis. You got Markkinen. You got Jamal. But even
Mm-hmm.
Jamal Murray, is Jamal Murray Lou Dort? Like,
Not this year. Not this year. They aren't. Not this season. They aren't.
hey,
We're talking middle of the pack.
they're
Like
about to reach in the
I agree,
they're
bro.
about to reach in the vault to create all stars that aren't all stars. Like I don't like what the fuck are
Hmm.
we doing here? Like
Yeah, man.
you got to play that
Here's
first
what I
five the
think.
whole
Here's
40
what I think.
minutes.
I think Adam Silver wants he wants more eyes on the game, and doing Team World versus Team USA absolutely obviously gets the world watching. Because if you're not USA, you're the world, and you're gonna watch. They're going up in front against USA. My second thing about how I feel about it is not only is it dumb, but it can really bite you back. Because if them
Yeah.
Europeans get out there and they beat us, because you know how much we have to rally for the Olympics. Like, it's not like you know, we go play basketball in the Olympics and we as fans, we know, oh, USA's gonna dominate. USA's got it on lock. Even last Olympics, we was like, y'all need to lock the fuck in. Like we had to tell you
Yeah.
to lock the fuck in. It was never that way from the jump. Like they almost lost to a few teams, and they're good teams. I in no way, in
If
shape,
it
or form
wasn't
do
for
I see
Steph
this being
Curry,
a positive.
if it
Oh
wasn't for
yeah,
Steph Curry, we'd have
yeah.
got
If it
silver.
won't exactly. Because France was determined from day one to beat us, and we weren't like that from day one. We had to rally like along the way. But here's why I definitely think it's gonna be a bad thing. If Team World starts beating Team USA and we're in this battle now trying to find the face of the league, and the NBA doesn't want to give it to a foreign born player, they would rather give
Yeah.
it to an American born player. You're going to make that case harder for yourself. Because
Yeah.
if the Europeans or whoever comes and plays on that Team World and they start playing harder than Team USA, you are now at a crossroads where that people that aren't even from this country are playing harder than the people from this country. You can't even make nobody from this
Yeah.
country to face an NBA. They're showing them up
Yeah,
in
your whole
MVP
agenda just
voting.
blew up in your face.
Your agenda blew up. They're beating American players in MVP voting, in fan interaction, and now in the All Star game when you got the whole world watching, you got these other like these people from other countries dominating us, and it's just not a good look.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. I don't know about this one, bro. If this is truly the format, and if this is the direction that we want to go, I mean, part of it would be entertaining, for sure. I can see that, but as thinking about how this helps the NBA, I think this might one can bite you back personally.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's crazy.
I don't like the
It's
idea of
crazy.
Team World versus Team USA, bro, cuz like
Austin,
who
real quick, imagine Jokic, Luka Doncic, Shea, Victor Wembanyama, and um, I don't know, shit,
Shay.
Laurie Marketing.
Who
Imagine if them five, or yeah, I said Shea. Imagine if them five are on a team and they playing 100%. I may not want to watch it for the USA. That's all I'm gonna say.
Josiah,
If Luca,
you
Shea,
realize
Jokic, all them on the
Josiah,
team,
do you
and they
realize who
playing
would
100%,
you Josiah, you realize who would come off of our bench though versus their bench? We would
who?
have Anthony Edwards, Kevin Durant,
Okay.
Devin Booker,
Mm.
James Harden.
Mm,
uh,
mhm.
you got if you decide to go Kawhi based off of his recent games,
Fuck no.
Kawhi Leonard.
No. Fuck no.
You
Fuck
got
no.
Brandon
Fuck no.
Ingram. You got Paolo. You got Cat. You got like
You
I
didn't even
like
say
even
Donovan
with the
Mitchell.
I thought Donovan Mitchell. Am I wrong? Donovan Mitchell. I think
Did,
Donovan. Of course,
was
Donovan
he a
Mitchell's an
start?
All Star.
No,
I
he
thought
didn't
he was
make.
a starter. He didn't make the starters.
Nah, he didn't make the
Let me
starters
check.
list. Nah, it was Jalen Brunson, Cade Cunningham, Jalen Brown.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. So that too, like,
um,
bro,
yeah,
I like our chances. I like our chances
I
still,
do,
because yeah,
I
yeah,
do. But
that first five from World is top heavy for sure, but the drop off from guy five to guy six is nuts. We would run.
But for me, it's the
We
effort
would.
though. It's the effort though. The problem is in the All-Star game, they haven't been given effort. So if you put Team World versus Team USA and Team World says, we're going hard tonight, and Team USA does not have that same conversation in the locker room, I promise you it will not be pretty. I understand who we,
I
we have
highly
better
doubt.
talent, but
I highly doubt
if
that.
they don't
With
have that
I
mindset,
highly
they're paying
doubt that if that's
100%.
the if that's the energy that Team World would have, which it should be. I feel like the All and we'll get into this at the end of the episode. It needs to get back to competition to where the best guys want to show that they're the best for sure. But
Yeah,
bro, I have a hard time believing Anthony Edwards allows us to lollygag against a team that's trying to kill us.
that's
I
true.
have a hard time
That's
I
true.
have a hard time believing that even
That's fair.
Steph Curry doesn't kick it into gear. I have a hard time even believing fucking Tyrese Maxey even doesn't respond to that. And Jalen Brown, we got dogs on our side. Cade, first time Cade.
Absolutely.
Like
Absolutely.
we're not going.
Absolutely.
We're not going. We are not going. We are not going. I think we still
I
win.
hope so.
They're top heavy. Their first five is just a lot top heavier for sure. So I mean,
For sure.
we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with it. But I don't if that's how it's gonna be played, Team World versus Team USA, I don't like that. I really don't. Um but I don't make the decisions. I don't make the rules. So it doesn't really matter what I
They don't pay
think.
me to do that.
But
So
yeah, bro. So moving on, we're gonna talk about the Golden State Warriors for a second. Between you have Jimmy Butler who just tore his ACL, and we
the
got
who?
the we the Golden State Warriors.
The Golden State Warriors?
I know you.
Ew.
I know you. I know you. I
Ew.
know you have a. I know you have a real beef with them because you know Steph Curry held up his ring finger in the third quarter of a of an NBA Finals game on y'all's home court in a closeout game. So I understand the beef,
Here's
but you know we're
here's
gonna
how I
talk
feel
about them.
about the ring
We're gonna
finger.
we're gonna we're gonna talk
That's
about
how
them.
I feel about the ring
So
finger.
we got we got Jimmy Butler who tore his ACL. And then you got the whole gripe with Jonathan Kuminga, which we can start there. We can start with Kuminga because I don't know what it is.
Mm,
And it's just
mm.
it's like probably the NBA's biggest mystery right now is Jonathan Kuminga. Why he's in and out of the rotation, but like the other night, or it might have even been last night, he played 20 minutes and scored 21 points and controlled the game while he was in. Like Jonathan Kuminga is special. And I don't want to pull on your heartstrings
Right.
a little bit. I know this will piss you off a little bit, but Steve Kerr, we had this same issue with Steve Kerr in the Olympics. Like you're talking about an all
Mm-hmm.
NBA guy and Jason Tatum sitting next to Tyrese
Woo.
Halliburton for the bulk of the Olympics. And then you look forward at this special young talent who's not even scraping the surface of his potential. He's long, he defends, he plays hard, he can score. He's really
Mm-hmm.
I feel like when you look at the problems with the Warriors, a lot of the problems could be solved with Jonathan Kuminga being used,
Right,
you know?
right,
Um,
right,
so I don't know if
right.
it's a Steve Kerr Kuminga issue or if it's a Dunleavy Kuminga issue or what, like, what's going on there? It just
It's
does,
the
like I said, it's the NBA's biggest mystery. Um, but go ahead,
it
man,
is it
and I'll
is
respond to you.
it is. It just confuses me because as you and I both know, the NBA is an opportunity based league. And that's really how a lot of basketball is. I saw this one thing that said basketball is the one sport where you could work your ass off but never get the chance to show your work. And that's true for
Yeah,
some people. Some people work their ass off to make a team and they never get to play. So they never get to show off the work. And that's one of the few sports where it happens. But my thing is, right, and you say it could be a Dunleavy, Jonathan Kuminga problem. He was there before Dunleavy. Like Dunleavy didn't draft
yeah,
him.
like,
So
yeah,
so my thing is like the Warriors, why are y'all acting like y'all have so much other options other than Jonathan Kuminga, a young wing who plays hard, hustles, defends. He can score and he fits and he'll sacrifice all that to fit the thing y'all are trying to do. Y'all are making it seem like he brings your team morale down and there's nothing y'all could do with him. Like we just can't do anything with
yeah,
Jonathan Kuminga. Like you just said, the dude just played and had 21 points and the controlled the game like when he was in. So I don't know, bro. Like this looks really bad on the Warriors organization or Steve Kerr, whoever's holding the gripe. This looks really bad on them because now not only are you because he before that game, I think it was like 6 or 7 do not plays he had. Like they randomly don't play him and then they just throw him in. And then you would think that these dudes are winning or something. They ain't winning. They're not even winning. So why are you controlling even harder who goes on the floor? You're not winning. You should be open to trying more things right now. And it just confuses me because Kaminga is more capable than what they put out, and he's very talented. And there's a lot of places where he would go right now, and he'd be a centerpiece, like not the number one option, but he'd be an important piece to another team that's trying to build. So
mhm,
I don't know, bro. I feel bad for Kuminga because it seems like there's nothing he can do to better the
yeah,
situation with
bro.
Golden State. And but I respect him though. This is why I respect him because where he's
Professionalism.
been in trade talks for 3 years, he plays. We never have to question if Kuminga wants to play. Even Curry said before the season start when they didn't know he was gonna come back, he said, I don't know if he's gonna come back, but one thing I know about Kuminga, when he's here and he's committed and he's gonna play and he's gonna work hard no matter what's going on in the front office. So I respect him for that. But this other shit, like I
Eh,
feel bad for
Hey,
him. Like I really
Josiah. It sounds
what's
like
that?
there's somebody from the Memphis Grizzlies should take a page out of that book, But we don't need to brush back over that. I don't know. Being a professional, I don't
Somebody
know. But
somebody need to Somebody need to study on professionalism. The fuck?
like
You have a I don't even want to get too far into that, but you have a player who does not start, a bench player who's never been a star player like in the NBA, and he knows how to act more professional than you do. What's that say about you? We're gonna move on
and
though, because we
and
talked
and
about you
he's in
last
a
episode,
situ
and I don't want to give you too much time.
yeah. He's in a situation where too,
I
like
I don't even want to
he's coming off the bench and he should be starting. His teammates know he should be starting. He knows he should be starting.
exactly.
He
Exactly.
has a starter's impact and he's still the ultimate professional, bro. Like you could only have
And
an
get this,
appreciation
Austin.
for Jonathan Kuminga. And go ahead.
And I was about to say, it's not like they've won with literal players like him before, Harrison Barnes and Andrew Wiggins. I'm not saying he's as like he like you can't tell me he can't be as good as them as like when he gets to his peak of his career. So they've won with that type of player on their team. a 3-and-D
Yeah.
guy, a guy who hustles on defense, who's able to score and who and gets rebounds and is a forward and you know what I'm saying? So they won with that type. That's a perfect player. That's a plug and play player. But no, you feel like you got to go get Jimmy Butler because he's so bad. Like I don't know, bro. Like
Yeah.
I don't get it. And there's
I
nothing they can
mean,
do. I wish they go ahead and trade him. Just go ahead and trade him, bro.
yeah, I really appreciate how professional he is. And he is fun to watch when he's playing, and he does have a huge impact. No doubt in my mind, he should be starting. Um, I wish the Golden State Warriors would make up their mind with what they're going to do with him, because he
Yeah.
deserves the best out of his career. And like you said, the NBA is a very opportunistic league. Like you just take
Hmm.
for example, let's take for example J.R. Smith, right? When J.R. Smith
Perfect.
was with the Knicks, it's like he was playing with Melo. He had so much more freedom, right? The
Hmm.
league is so
Hmm.
opportunistic and role based that when J.R. Smith does get traded or goes off to a championship caliber team with LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers, he turns into a sit in the corner and wait for the ball come to you type of guy. You'll get a ring,
Don't
but
move.
you know, hey bro, like
Yeah.
you're catch and shoot over here. You play off LeBron.
Yep.
Like it is a very, very opportunistic league, man. And I you see, I don't want to bring up Shea as an example because he was young in his career with the Clippers and he was playing with a lot of great players at that point. Uh, but it was only a matter of time before he turned into what he is. And he had the opportunity to turn into what he is, and
Yeah.
it fit perfect in OKC. He leads them to a championship, and he's arguably the
Yep.
best player in basketball, one of the best players in basketball right now. Um, so I just
Yep.
really hope Jonathan Kuminga finds the best opportunity. Um, my question is, why can't it be with the Warriors? Um, I think the Warriors are very stubborn on a system that
Hmm.
won them a ring in 2022 and a system that won them a ring three times in a span of 4 years and from
Yeah.
2015 to 2018. Um, and I wrestle with that because times changed. You know, the jig is up. Other teams, other
Jig is
GMs,
up.
other coaches, they got the drop on you. They got the drop on you.
We've
They know
studied
your
that.
system. You have Stephen Curry. Like there's no answer for Stephen Curry, but you put him with you have a consistent small ball lineup where at times Draymond is your
Hmm.
biggest dude or Kevon Looney
Hmm.
was. You don't
Hmm.
really invest in too many bigs unless they're kind of stretch bigs like a Al Horford or whatever the case may be.
Hmm.
Um, and then you have
Hmm.
Draymond, of course, who is big. You have an elite shooter. That's why they put stock in Buddy Hield and um yeah, that's why they did that with Buddy Hield. And then you got a kind of a wing kind of star, Jimmy Butler, Andrew Wiggins,
Hmm.
Harrison Barnes. That can be a star, but they have the ability to score and defend and really make a play off the catch if Steph needs it. I just don't think the system works anymore. And
It
I
doesn't.
think I think times have changed. I think you a lot of the answers to the Warriors' problems and a lot of the help that Steph needs is Jonathan Kuminga. I feel like Jonathan Kuminga
Like,
is the answer. And I just I don't know what the issue is. Like I said, it's the biggest mystery in the NBA today. Um, fuck, bro. I hate it for him. I do.
like
I
you
do.
have
Like,
the answer on your bench.
And I mind you,
Like,
I love Jimmy Butler. I am a I really really love Jimmy Butler. He is an all world player when he flips that switch. But it's when he flips that
right,
switch. The whole regular season Jimmy
right.
versus playoff Jimmy, those are two totally different players. And
Uh-huh.
like at this point, I don't know if I have too much stock in Jimmy Butler at this point, where he's not running the team, where he's the second guy. I feel
Right.
like Jimmy Butler is perfect to build around. He's that kind of superstar. He's
Uh-huh.
perfect to build around where everything goes through him. But as long as Stephen Curry is a warrior, everything goes through Steph, bro. Everything is about Steph, you know.
Everything, bro.
So I
Everything.
think I think Chris Paul was the wrong investment. I think Jimmy Butler in a lot of
Oh,
ways
for sure.
probably was the wrong investment. And Jimmy Butler sounded good there with Draymond Green and him and Steph, but doesn't it just doesn't it doesn't move the needle, bro.
Is it?
It doesn't move the needle, and it
It
hasn't
isn't
brought fear to the league. It hasn't made other teams worried. They're still
at
not better
all.
than the Nuggets. They're not better than the Timberwolves. They went 7
Like
with the Kings
OKC.
that one year. They're not better than
Yep.
OKC. Like
They don't.
they're not better than the Rockets. Like
No.
I don't get it. I don't get
No.
it. Jonathan Kuminga could help a lot, but all I could ask for is that he gets the best situation for his career and for his sake, because I know it's not easy for him. But kudos to him for being the ultimate professional and being the best he can be
Much
in his
respect.
situation. So seriously,
Much respect for that.
seriously. So
Now as
while
far
we're
as
on the topic, you
as far as yeah, I was about to go ahead and go into that about Jimmy Butler being hurt.
yeah, go ahead.
Now,
Hmm.
since we're already talking about that, here's my thing, right? And everybody know, in case you don't know, I'm a Celtics fan. So nice to meet you. Um, but Jimmy Butler took my Celtics to the brink of
Again,
elimination.
viewers. I'm sorry, Josiah. I'm sorry, Josiah. Again, viewers. Celtics fans always have to fucking include themselves in conversations that have nothing to do with them. But go ahead, Josiah.
I mean, it's context. It's called context, Austin. Okay, I'm providing some. Thank you, appreciate it. Um, he has taken my team to the brink of elimination for 3-4 years straight. So when the Warriors signed him, naturally I was like, "What? What the fuck? Like y'all didn't just sign LeBron or nothing. Like relax, you signed Jimmy Butler." But like, okay, you wanna sign a veteran. You want to sign a veteran leader who works hard and knows how to galvanize the troops around him and make people play better than what they're supposed to. I can kind of see that. But if we're talking to be honest to win a championship, there's no way you guys signed and said yes, we have an actual chance of winning a championship. When they signed him, Draymond Green went on his podcast and was like, "We're gonna win a championship." I don't know if you remember that. Draymond Green went on his podcast
I
and
mean,
said, "We're gonna
bro,
win another championship."
you got to understand, bro. Jimmy Butler did go to a finals. Did
He
go to a finals,
Let
brother.
me explain though.
Uh,
Let me explain though.
I
He went to
mean,
a finals in the Eastern Conference. He went to the
actually,
finals in the Eastern
actually
Conference
didn't. He
where
went to two finals. He went to two finals with the Heat.
he did one in the bubble, and then when they played the
Yeah,
Nuggets, he did it in
yeah,
the Eastern
and he
Conference.
didn't get
Austin
swept in either.
in the Eastern,
Okay,
he
so
did it in the
there's
Eastern
not two
Conference,
fucking
bro.
Western conferences,
That's all I'm
Josiah. It
saying.
doesn't matter. You saying that
But
is
I'm just saying.
weightless. That's like saying, "Oh, LeBron went to 10
I'm
straight
not.
finals just
I'm
because
not.
he was in the East." Like, dude, that's
No, no, no,
weightless.
no, 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 no. I'm saying to your point. Yes, it may have like seemed good. Yeah, we just signed a player who's been to two finals. But like, let's put context behind those finals, bro. He wasn't coming to take you to the finals in the Western Conference with a 35-year-old Steph Curry. So if that's what you were looking for out of him, then you're not getting that. He's 36 himself. You see how hard he almost
Well,
died in the bubble. One of his most famous pictures
Well,
is him bent over the table trying to catch his breath. He almost died in the finals to get there. You're not
yeah,
getting that Jimmy Butler. That's number one.
I think. Well, you got to also think about his season with the Timberwolves too. He took the Timberwolves to the playoff. They did. If I'm remembering correctly, they lost the first round to the Rockets, or or the or regardless, they lost their first
Right,
round
bro.
to a
I
team they had no business beating. And Jimmy Butler did, like, without Jimmy Butler, those Timberwolves don't make the fucking playoffs. So Jimmy Butler does
I'm
have
just
that gravity of leading, but my thing is with the Warriors, I didn't ever think he fit with the Warriors because all of that, you talk about the Heat, you talk about the Timberwolves, you even talk about, well, even with Philly, it was kind of weird, but whatever. Um, all of that was when he was the guy. You're not the guy in Golden State no more.
right.
When you're building around Jimmy Butler, I
But
feel like that's the result you get, you know, playoffs, guaranteed playoffs,
but I
because
feel
Jimmy
like
Butler is just he is that kind of playmaker for teams around him, and he's a closer, and he can score at will whenever he wants to. But you like now, Jim, you're asking a superstar like that to play off of Steph Curry. I just don't think it works. I don't.
well that's what they got him for. They got him to play the Andrew Wiggins role. Like I said, to play the Harrison Barnes role, to play that role that has been there with them to win a championship. A defending wing player who can score on his own and who could play defense, hustle, and rebound. So Jimmy Butler said when they traded for him, Jimmy Butler said he was open to doing that. That's fine. My thing is Warriors though. Know who you're trading for. If you're trading for somebody you want to take over the role player, trade for a role player. You're trading for a number one guy who's taking his team to the finals multiple years, and you're not getting that guy. That's not even who you're bringing into the door. You don't even like you want Jimmy Butler, but you don't want superstar Jimmy Butler because you're superstar Steph Curry. So the guy that you are bringing in, you want him to change. And it's like he's 36, he's coming off of injury, and you're teaming him up with your other 36-year-old player and a defensive player who's 30. I'm just saying, like, it didn't, like, I guess I kind of see what they were thinking, but it doesn't make sense. Why this time? If it was 5 years ago, if they did this when after Jimmy Butler went to the finals the first time, okay, I can see it because it's like he's still younger, he's not injury prone, and like okay, he just came from being a superstar, seeing how hard it is by himself. He'll probably be able to do that now. This dude's way off into his career, so like even if he submits to that role, he's still fighting what he's been doing for the last decade, which is being the number one guy and taking my team to the finals. I now that he's hurt, the Warriors are fucked. They're done. They were fucked before. I didn't think they were gonna do anything before. Now that he's hurt, might as well pack it up. Trade Kuminga, trade everybody,
Or
get them all out of here.
or
Honestly,
or or now is the
or
perfect
what?
time for Kuminga to step up in that role.
They're not gonna let him though. They're not gonna let him. They're the dude, Austin, the dude didn't play 6 games. The next game he had 21. What else do you need to see? He should be starting. But they're gonna blackball him.
Yeah,
They're
no,
gonna
like,
find a reason, and
yeah, nah,
like that should be
I
enough.
don't disagree
That's
with you.
enough
I'm
alone to
just
put him
saying
in.
from, bruh, I'm just saying from the outside looking in, what better opportunity than now to, hey, Kuminga, look,
Well,
there's been some
yeah,
bullshit in the past, but man, look, hey, man, hey, here, trade deadline's coming up. Show us why we shouldn't trade you. And I
right,
bet the fuck
right.
he do.
I hope.
I bet he earn,
I bet you
I
he
bet he
do.
earn his stripes. Like,
I bet you he do. I bet you his
I
jersey gonna
don't,
start selling a little more in them arenas. I bet you that. but they not. I don't know if they're
Yeah.
gonna do it, bro. But like, I don't know, bro. I do feel bad for Jimmy because I do have respect for him as a competitor because that man leaves it all on the floor and he's a no nonsense guy. But this to what it does for the Warriors, bro, y'all weren't gonna win, and now y'all are fucked. Y'all gonna be you're gonna have a high draft
Yeah.
pick, and y'all gonna have some real questions about your organization and what y'all want to do. And I'm really curious to see what y'all gonna do because signing Chris Paul and then Jimmy Butler, like it's making me scratch my head a little bit. Like, what direction are y'all going in?
Yeah, I think the Jimmy Butler ACL tear, and mind you, uh hate it for Jimmy. I mean, I hate that for any star to get
It
hurt to
sucks.
that magnitude or anything like that. I feel for him. I have no doubt in my mind he'll come back and it'll motivate him and he'll be stronger from it.
One hundred
Um,
percent.
now how much he has left in it, now how much he has left in the tank is to be determined after that. But my thing is with the Warriors, like I feel like Jimmy Butler, you signed him and you got him as a high hope next to Steph Curry, right? If you get what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Um,
Yeah.
Now that that is gone, at least for the rest of this season, I feel like now it's probably about just seeing off Steph. You don't know how much longer you're gonna
Yeah.
have Steph. You don't know how much
Yeah.
longer he's gonna be in the league. You don't know how much longer, how much more of this he can take. You know, he's not the youngest guy in the world. He's still having a great year, but I mean, off the he'll always be effective and he'll always be deadly because his game isn't based off of his athleticism. His game is based off of his jump shot.
Right.
Everything comes after his jump shot.
Right.
Mind you, that's not saying he's not great at everything else. I'm just saying, like, as long as
Right.
somebody could shoot the way him or Kevin Durant does, there will be room for them in the league to make an impact. Um,
Absolutely.
it's just how long will Steph Curry want to stick around where there's no team success? And that's just like I said, the jig is up on the Warriors. They're not fooling anybody anymore. It worked when they had Clay and KD and Iguodala and Harrison Barnes and Andrew Wiggins. Times have changed, man. Times have changed. It's not the same anymore. So I'm very eager as what the Warriors will do, but I think championship hopes are out of the window for the Warriors for the near future,
Mhm.
and I already feel like Draymond's out of
Mhm.
his door. Like he's at the tail end of his career. He's even said that on his podcast. He won't be in the league much longer. So are the
Mhm.
Warriors now in, just let's celebrate Steph mode, or are they in build through the draft mode now? Or are they in let's sign the next superstar mode, even if it's at the expense of Steph Curry? Which I think if you trade Steph Curry, you are a fucking idiot.
You're
Like,
a
I don't
dumbass.
like the greatest thing to ever happen to that business of a franchise. He will have his own statue. He got 4 rings, a
For
finals
sure.
MVP. He's been one of the top 5 most box office entertaining players that has ever
For
came through
sure.
the league. They better not fuck with him on his way out of the league. That will piss me off because he doesn't deserve
Mhm.
that. And I feel like Steph would want to finish his career in Golden State. Um, but it's all up in the air right now, man. We got to acknowledge it, put it on the table.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah.
we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, dog.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
I
So
they're definitely gonna give him they're definitely gonna give him the Lakers Kobe treatment right now and just let him finish off his career there. And we'll roll with the punches as we go and
yeah, like as
but he's earned that though. He's earned that for sure. So
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, like that's what I was saying. It's probably about to look like it did for Kobe on his way out. You know, there were some really bad teams, a lot of young talent, and just really celebrating his
Hmm.
greatness. You know, rest in
Yeah.
peace, rest in love to the
Yeah.
Mamba always.
Yeah.
Um, and I
Always.
hope they do that for
Always.
Steph because I just don't see championship in the near future for the Golden State Warriors. Uh, so unless you have any other thoughts on that, we can get into our viewer question.
Let's do it.
All right. So viewer question from Asho. Shout out to my boy Asho, big viewer of the pod,
Appreciate you,
loves
Asho.
asking questions, loves being engaged. Definitely got to get my boy up here. Uh, that would be that would be
For sure.
that would make for some great TV. Let me tell you, that's my guy, and
For sure.
he's got a lot of opinions, man. That would be hilarious. But on
Bring
to
him
his
up here,
question,
man.
man.
Bring him up here.
How would y'all how would y'all fix the All-Star game if we could? For me, bro, simple.
Mm.
Go back to the old go back to the old way, right? East versus fucking West. And I know right now the West is top heavy and they got the bulk of the superstars. Tell the East to get better, bro. But all this mumbo jumbo with fucking Team World and this, that, and the third, like, dude, what are we doing, bro? Like
Yeah.
it's on top of the fact that you can't get guys to compete until the fucking fourth quarter with an Elon ending to celebrate Kobe Bryant, right? Like
Right.
now you have all the extra, Team World, Team USA, team captains. I didn't think the team captains idea was bad. I didn't. Um, but I just like the old bro, like we got our best all-star games with the old format and you had all this extra shit and it's just like it hasn't been the same, bro. Like you have fucking I mean, it's exciting and it's fun to see, but you have fucking half court shots and fucking uncontested dunks and we want to see these guys
Mm-hmm.
compete. I think that's the
Mm-hmm.
biggest issue with the All-Star game itself is getting these guys back to competing. And I hope that the new wave, the Cades, the Ants, the Wemby, the Giannis, they bring that back, bro, because that is what the league is missing. You got all these
Yeah.
guys that want to,
Yeah.
be candy asses to each other and be friends with each other. Bro, take it back to Kobe in the West versus LeBron in the East in the All-Star game where Kobe was slapping the floor guarding LeBron and Bron ain't
Mm-hmm.
want no parts of that
Hands
nigga.
wide out.
Like we need that back.
Yep.
We need that back. We
Yep.
need that back. You know what I
Yep.
mean? Like we want the 2001 All-Star game back where Allen Iverson and Stephon Marbury and KG and all them and
Mm-hmm.
Kobe was
Mm-hmm.
going crazy and they was at each other, bro. They wanted to show who was the best. At this point, bro, just get rid of the fucking dunk contest. Get rid of that shit because that shit is ass. That shit is ass backwards. Like it's garbage. The dunk contest is garbage now. Like we can't get guys to compete in the dunk contest. You're better off just doing. You're better off just having. And this is no disrespect. I actually think this is a really good idea. Have next chapter or Ball is Life or Off the Dribble come to All Star Weekend and run
Yeah.
once as an event for All Star Weekend.
Yeah.
That would be fire. Like
Yeah.
that would be more entertaining. We would get a bigger
That
draw out
would
of
be
that.
fire.
But these garbage ass dunk contests them garbage ass dunk contests, and then I would say ones with the NBA players, but you'll get they're not all gonna want to do it. I mean, Katie will do it and kill
Right.
everybody, or Kyrie will do it, but not you're not gonna get the best players to do it. The 3-point contest is
No.
fine.
No.
I don't really watch the skills challenge,
Skills challenge?
um, but yeah, I don't really watch the skills challenge, but my biggest the biggest thing, other thing I would change is I would change how much control the fans have over the voting. Because they be voting some bullshit, bro. I remember one year Zaza Pachulia was like top 10 in votes. What the fuck are we doing? Even Bronny got 2 votes. Like, I mean, like,
It's because
y'all just fucking
he
around
had
at this
he
point.
had his
Leave
whole
the,
country vote for him. He,
I don't give a fuck, Josiah. I don't care. There's no universe where Zaza Pachulia is an all star. Fuck that,
not
dude.
one, not one,
You're not doing that,
not.
bro. Give it to the deserving. Give it to the deserving, bro. Give it to the deserving, bro.
Right.
Let the players do anonymous voting for the All Stars. Let coaches have a say, GMs, staffs. I feel like that would actually get the best pick of the litter out of who should be All Stars, and we wouldn't see as many snubs or whatever the case may be. I feel like that would be dope. But other than that, that's my take on that, and I'll let you have the floor.
I agree a lot with what you said. I think we should just go back to East versus West. My thing though, bro, it's not really much you can do, bro. At the end of the day, to me, it just comes down to if they're gonna play hard or not. That's it. And I get it. It's y'all's break. You know, this is supposed to be time for y'all to take a break from basketball a little bit. You don't want to get hurt. But come on, man. Like, we're not asking you to play in the All-Star game just to run around. Like, we want to see a game. We want to see all y'all lined up and playing against each other together. It's part of the job. I don't know what there could be done if the players don't want it. Like, that's my biggest thing. We could change up the format every single year. It don't mean a damn thing if they're coming in there and they're just letting windmill dunks happen all through the second quarter, and then in the first quarter they just jacking up threes and they running from smoke. They're not even calling out smoke. Like, there's no smoke. Everybody's laughing and playing. So, man, I really think it just has to do with the players. There's not really much format we can do, bro. Like, if you ask me what specifically would make this better and that better, just get the players more involved. Find a way to get them more involved. If it is it money, is it more break time? Like, if you give them more time to relax after the game, um, I don't know. Like, they get a higher seating. I don't know. But the problem is, find a way to get your players more involved. Find a way to get your players wanting it more than just saying, let's just go out here real quick so I can go to the beach right after. So I think that's the problem.
Yeah, like
I think that's where it has to
maybe
get fixed. You have to find a way to get your players to want it more.
yeah, maybe they should add like an incentive for the winners and the MVP. You know, like 1 million for the MVP and then 500,000 for the whole team, or for every player on the team for the
Yeah,
winners of the All Star game, like they kind of do with the NBA Cup. Maybe that'll get them to play, but I don't know, man. I feel like it shouldn't take that. I feel like professional athletes that say
yeah,
they're the best in the world should show or want to compete and show that they're the best in the world. But that's all I really have on that, unless you have
yeah,
anything else to
yeah,
add.
yeah. Same.
Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead.
Appreciate all the love, man. Appreciate all the love. Austin's having a little reconnecting issue. Appreciate all the love. Make sure y'all still tap in, man. It's just me. Make sure y'all still tap in, like, comment, subscribe. We're here every week, 2 episodes every week. We're gonna put the quest back up. So